Right now, we have medical coverage with Mercy Dr. Barbara Bumberry. Thanks for being here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today, we are talking about screen time. We know kids are going back to school, and they already spend some time on iPads or computers at school. But when they come home, they might want to spend a little bit more time. Why is it that it's important to talk about this? How can too much screen time affect children's health and well-being?
Well, it just depends on the age of the child. Young kids under the age of 2 really don't benefit from screen time unless it's a video chat, such as with a parent or grandparents. We know that they learn better with direct face-to-face interaction with others. And so, unfortunately, the average child in that category gets probably over 3 hours of screen time a day. And so it's just, it can affect their cognition. Kids of all ages, there's an increased risk of obesity and depression in kids that spend too much time on the screens. And it can cause impulsivity, poor sleep quality. Kids, are on their phone late into the evening or night, so it can affect their sleep quality, and it can also decrease their cognitive abilities.
So we mentioned that the young ones, they're already spending too much time, those under 2, and I'm sure older ones are too. And why is it that kids are spending so much time in front of screens now?
Well, in some households, parents may not be able to afford other forms of entertainment, or maybe the parents are just exhausted, or they've got other things they've got to get done around the house. Weather can play a role. If it's extremely cold outside or hot like we've had it this summer, it may not be safe for kids to play outside. Their neighborhoods may not be safe, and kids that live in lower income areas, it may not be a safe area to play, as opposed to kids that come from higher income families. They have more extracurricular activities, abilities, or availabilities. Team sports, school clubs, plus they usually have access to safer recreational spaces.
All right, so going back to the ages now, you said for those under 2, 0 screen time is ideal.
Right.
What about for the age group a little bit older, 2 to 5-year-olds?
So in those kids, they should have no more than an hour of screen time per the American Academy of Pediatrics. The average is probably about 2.5 hours. Now, they can watch content if they're watching educational content. We know that they learn better when their parents are watching with them. And then in the older teen, preteen category, these kids can learn meaningful information. We use them in school all the time. And they can also learn to negotiate with their parents for limitations and boundaries on screen time. For instance, maybe they can play their video games after they've completed all their homework. Or for every hour of physical activity, they can have an hour of screen time. But we know most of them, or most kids, average about 5.5 to 7 hours of screen time, and that doesn't include schoolwork or homework. And so the best way to afford mental or healthy mental health for these kids is to ensure that they're getting at least an hour of physical activity most days. They're getting adequate sleep, which is usually about 8 to 10 hours, and we limit their screen time, ideally to no more than 2 hours a day. But most important, parents need to spend time with their kids, actively engaged with them in their learning.
Yeah, we know that it's really hard. I mean, even as adults, we spend way too much time in front of screens, so we can only imagine how difficult it is for kids. But you said first they ensure the sleep is right and the activity, physical activity, and then with older kids, the teens, preteens, kind of do that. Like
they can do that give and take with mom and dad.
The give and take, the boundaries there, working that out. All right, we'll have these tips on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Dr. Barbara Bumberry with Mercy, thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
And for all those tips.